First, the TVK chief is all set to meet the winning candidates, and he will be staking claim to form the government. There is a communication that has been sent to the governor asking him to invite Vijay to form the government. Vijay TVK, of course, emerging as the single largest party with 108 seats. So the TVK has now sought 2 weeks' time to prove its strength in the floor of the assembly. So in 2 weeks' time, they will be ready to prove their strength in the floor of the assembly. The TVK confident that it can get support from the smaller parties. But as of now, of course, it's unprecedented. Vijay winning and TVK being the single largest party in Tamil Nadu. So now the governor has been informed. So the TVK will be staking claim to form the government. My colleague Kritika is joining us on the broadcast with the details. And Kritika, like a script out of movies, Vijay all set to form the government in Tamil Nadu. There may be a few questions on which are the smaller parties that will ally with him. But as the single largest party in Tamil Nadu, he is going to be staking claim to form the government. What is the activity you're picking up in Tamil Nadu? It's the day after the elections, decisions being made on what the government will look like.
Well, yes, Pratibha, exactly. This is a first day, first show hit wonder that TVK and its chief, Joseph Vijay, has been able to pull off. And currently, we're also reporting from around his residence. We're just giving you some quick shots of the kind of escort arrangement that has been made early this morning. Remember, we're going to see a lot of movement from now onwards as far as this part of town is concerned. Payyanur is where the party headquarters is. It's about some 20 minutes away from the home and the residence of actor Vijay, who is now set to become the chief minister. So Vijay has sought time for about 2 weeks to prove his strength on the floor of the house from the Tamil Nadu governor. As you were rightly pointing out, it is emerged as the single largest party with 108 seats. Now there will be very important discussions in front of the party whether to align with the AIADMK or go ahead with the smaller parties. Now remember, a lot of the campaigning of Vijay as well as of TVK as a whole has revolved around emerging as a strong alternative to the Dravidian parties, to the Dravidian politics that has in fact engulfed the state for the last half a century as well. So it is likely that he will partner up with the smaller parties. We're also hearing that K. Sengotian is already in discussions with the Congress leaders as well, who've also happened to win more seats. BJP itself has only won 1 seat, so that again is out of the question. But in a short while from now, we will understand how the discussions actually play out when Vijay will leave from his home and head towards the TVK headquarters.
Okay, all right. Kritika, do stay with us just a moment. A lot of it rides on this meeting that Vijay will be having with the winning candidates, and that meeting is going to begin shortly. Some of the winning candidates have arrived already. Sengotian as well has arrived at the TVK headquarters. Let's go across to Dharani. And Dharani, a lot of what the government in Tamil Nadu is going to look like is going to be decided in this meeting today.
Well, definitely, many of the TVK's winning candidates, they've already reached the party headquarters here. K. Sengotian, N. Anand and KG Arunraj, etc., who are all the general secretaries, they've already reached the party headquarters, and in a short while from now, we can expect TVK chief Vijay to be here. During this meeting, Vijay is expected to discuss about the government formation with the winning candidates, and he is also likely to discuss the possible scenarios that will bring out the majority mark for TVK. We have 3-4 scenarios at the moment that might help TVK get the majority mark, and Vijay will be discussing all these scenarios with the candidates, and he might also be discussing about the formation of the government with the candidates, is what sources tell us. But meanwhile, we're also given to understand that Vijay has staked claim to form the government. He has sent a communication to Governor, Tamil Nadu Governor, asking him to invite TVK to form the government, and which TVK has also sought 2 weeks' time to prove its strength in the floor of the assembly. So this is the latest update that we have. So in case if the governor is inviting TVK to form the government, then in the next couple of days we can expect TVK to plan the swearing-in ceremony. But we're also given to understand through sources that Vijay has sought 2 weeks' time from the governor to prove his majority in the floor of the assembly. So even after the swearing-in ceremony, Vijay can still have 2 weeks' time to figure out the alliance arithmetics, and he'll still have the 2 weeks' time to prove his strength in the floor of the assembly.
Okay, all right. Stay with us. Let's also speak about some of the factors that may have worked for Vijay. What are the factors that actually propelled him to this kind of success in Tamil Nadu? Let's talk about that. The biggest sentiment, and a very clear sentiment, is of course the anti-incumbency factor that worked in favor of Vijay. Was Tamil Nadu looking for a change? We've seen the Dravidian duopoly for decades together, about 5 decades now. That has been broken. Apart from that, of course, it goes without saying that the personal charisma or brand Vijay seems to have wooed the voters in Tamil Nadu. So he has been a very huge star in Tamil Nadu. People were looking for a change and they depended on Vijay to bring about that change, a revolution in Tamil Nadu. The youth and first-time voters have very clearly made a huge difference. In Tamil Nadu, about 40% of the electorate is below the age of 40. So that made a huge difference, and that's one of the biggest factors in the big victory for Vijay. Apart from that, there was very clearly a positioning of a new alternative that Vijay spoke about. And Vijay said that there needs to be a change. He said that he's taking on the system. And that is what seems to have resonated with the voters. The grassroots campaign structure is something to look out for. Now, remember, for a party that was dismissed as a party that does not really have much of a ground presence, it does not have organizational structure, and all of it may be true, but it looked like Vijay did not even need that, because for the voters who were looking for a change, they themselves, without any cadre support, went into the polling booths and cast their vote. And clearly, especially in the urban areas where the DMK held a certain sway, the TVK seems to have made a clear dent in the DMK. Now, let's take a look at some breaking updates now coming in ahead of this big meeting that's expected at the TVK headquarters shortly. The question is, will Thalapathy tie up with the Congress? That's the biggest political scoop of the day. What's going to happen? And is TVK all set to form an alliance with the Congress party? Now, we're told that Sengotian is already leading the talks, and he was in the AIADMK before. He has been in the government previously, and now he is with the TVK. He has already initiated talks with the Congress party, we are told. So, Dharani, have talks already begun, and are we now closer to an alliance between the TVK and the Congress?
Well, definitely the Congress party also seems to be a bit interested in having an alliance with Vijay's Tamil Nadu Kalagam, because Vijay has promised that whoever allies with him, he will be agreeing for a coalition government, that he will be ready to share in power. So in that sense, the Congress also seems to be interested in having an alliance with Vijay's TVK, and the second level leaders of TVK such as Sengotian, they are in touch with the second level leaders of the Congress party, is what we're given to understand. And these talks are right now in the only in the surface level. Only after today's meeting that is currently happening in the party headquarters, we'll get to know if Congress is a probable option for TVK or not, because before Vijay takes any decision, he'll definitely want to consult about that with his winning candidates. So during today's meeting, Vijay will be consulting about all the possibilities with his winning candidates, and based on what they say, he will also narrow down his options, and he will also narrow down his scenarios, is what we're given to understand. So although both the factions, they are at the surface level interested in having an alliance, interested in working together, officially nothing has been out. Both the high commands of the parties, they've not told anything officially, but we can confirm through sources that the second level leaders of both the parties, they are in touch, and the communications are only set to be strengthened in the coming days.
Okay, all right. Dharani, do stay with us. So some of the possible scenarios and what it could be, one of the biggest possibilities currently is TVK actually allying with the Congress party, and we are told that the talks have been initiated already. There are smaller parties as well, including the VCK, IUML, CPI and CPIM, who could ally with the TVK. Let's take a look at who the possible partners of the TVK could be. Now let's take a look at the Congress party that is looking like the biggest contender. The Congress party has reached out to the TVK for a potential alliance. Those talks have already begun. Like we said, the Congress party has 5 seats. So there will be some support for Vijay, the TVK, coming in from the Congress party. But still, at 108, TVK is still going to be short of the majority. And PMK could also be one of the options with 5 seats. In 2006, it had also supported the DMK without sharing power, so that's a possibility now. Currently, of course, they are part of the NDA. AIADMK, now the bigger question is, will the TVK ally with the AIADMK or not? Because it's an established Dravidian party that has decades of experience in Tamil Nadu. But will Vijay, who has come to power as a new force in Tamil Nadu, want to ally with the AIADMK? That's the question. Apart from that, Vijay could also seek support from AMMK as well as the DMDK, but they have only 1 seat each. So it's going to be a very small part of the government or could even provide outside support. So these are some of the scenarios that could play out. Let's get you more breaking updates now coming in on what could happen next. Remember, as of now, currently all of this is in the realm of speculation. The question is, who is TVK going to ally with? Let's go across to Dharani with more details. Dharani, we looked at some of the possible scenarios. What are the pros and cons of this? Because Vijay clearly is the single largest party, but he needs some support from outside. But he will be looking at the pros and cons of allying with each of these parties, including the Congress or even the AIADMK.
Well, definitely the scenario number 1 is the smaller parties of the state that are currently in alliance with the DMK, such as the Congress, Vidudalai Sritigal Katchi, the left parties, IUML, etc. If all of these parties extend support to Vijay Kalagam, then Vijay will easily get 12 to 13 seats additionally. And he might be able to prove his strength, and this is scenario number 1. On the other hand, of course, the AIADMK is also in the scene, but at the moment the AIADMK is in alliance with the BJP. Even though the BJP is not able to win anything big in the upcoming assembly elections, the alliance between the AIADMK and the BJP is still intact. So in case if Vijay also shows interest in having any sort of relationship with AIADMK, then the AIADMK will have to ditch the BJP and join Vijay, because Vijay has made it very clear that he doesn't want to have any kind of relationship with BJP. He calls BJP's ideological enemy. So as long as the AIADMK is with the BJP, that party cannot think of any relationship with Vijay Kalagam. So this is scenario number 2, but this has a lot of complications, and the alliance arithmetics will also be a bit confusing, because Edappadi Palaniswamy was projected as the party's chief ministerial face, and Vijay also wants to become the chief minister. So will AIADMK be willing to scale down its expectations is something that is also $1 million question. So these are a couple of scenarios that have the higher probability of seeing the light of the day, but we'll get a clear picture about all these in the next couple of days. But meanwhile, as we were already discussing, Vijay has a state climb from the governor to form the government. He has sent a communication to the governor to invite him to form the government, and he has told that he will need 2 weeks' time to prove his majority in the floor of the assembly. So even after swearing in, Vijay will still have 2 weeks' time to find his allies, to find his friends, to prove his strength in the floor of the assembly.
Okay, all right. Do stay with us. Let's take a look at what's at stake. Now, we know that TVK is the single largest party in Tamil Nadu, but what's at stake for Vijay? There are some strengths and weaknesses that could play out, and let's talk about that. The biggest strengths, the weaknesses, let's do a SWOT analysis of what is expected. One of the biggest strengths for Vijay being that he has struck a chord with the people, with the first-time voters, and that is his biggest strength, that the youth voters, first-time voters, and we're seeing a revolution of sorts in Tamil Nadu, really. So that is his biggest strength, that people are looking at Vijay for a change. But there are a few weaknesses as well. It did not seem to have weakened the party when the elections took place, the lack of governance experience and, of course, the ground presence as well. So the TVK does not have any governance experience. It's a largely new party, just about 2 years. Many of the candidates who have won in the elections are also new candidates. They don't have governance experience. How is that going to play out? That's the biggest weakness. Apart from that, there is a big dependence on Vijay and the personal charisma of Vijay. In many of the constituencies, people or voters were not aware of who the candidate is. They voted with their support for Vijay. So Vijay has the opportunity to establish itself as a long-term political force, the TVK, in a place like Tamil Nadu, which has seen a duopoly of the Dravidian parties. Vijay does have the opportunity to project itself as not just a player who has made a change now, but as a long-term political force. One of the biggest threats, of course, for TVK is going to be, being a new player, he has to ensure that he can keep the flock together. It's a hung assembly. He is short of the majority mark, so he has to ensure that all the winning candidates do actually stay with the TVK. So, Dharini, we are looking at the SWOT analysis of the TVK. Vijay in particular, it's a new party, yes. It comes with its own set of challenges as well.
Well, definitely, as far as TVK is concerned, this is their debut election. And in the very first election itself, TVK has been able to emerge as the single largest political party in Tamil Nadu with about 108 seats. But as far as experience is concerned, TVK doesn't have a lot of governing experience because Vijay himself is going to be the chief minister for the first time after swearing in. And majority of the people in Vijay's cabinet, they'll be first-time MLAs and first-time ministers. Of course, we have a few, veteran leaders like Sengotian, who had travelled with the AIADMK for almost 50 years, but that is very less in number. And of course, CTR Nirmal Kumar, the Joint General Secretary, he also has prior, political experience with other political parties. But these leaders, these sorts of leaders with experience, they are very less in number in TVK. Majority of the MLAs and majority of the ministers who will be inducted into the cabinet, they'll be first-time MLAs and first-time ministers. So of course, the critics of TVK, they are questioning the party's experience and they are questioning whether the TVK will be able to deliver on its manifesto, because if you look at the manifesto, the TVK has made a lot of tall promises. 2,500 monthly for all women, and Vijay has told he'll be providing 6 gas cylinders to all the family households, and he's also promised a lot of job opportunities for the youth, and he's also promised for a monthly financial assistance for unemployed youth who are graduates. So he's made very tall promises. So whether Vijay will be able to prove his capability and whether he'll be able to fulfill all these promises through his governance is something that remains to be seen. Also remember, Vijay is promising a transparent, uncorrupt government. His sole promise to the people of Tamil Nadu is that he will not loot even a single paise from the people of Tamil Nadu, and his government will be transparent. So he also has to stay true to these promises.
Absolutely. One of the biggest issues that he spoke of was a corrupt-free government.